Morning students. In previous class I discussed about collection of data. Today I will discuss organization of data. Students, when an investigator collects data for an investigation, these are just raw data. These are just raw data. Okay? And raw data are not capable of offering any meaningful conclusion. This is just like a lump of clay without any specific shape and identity. Data are to be organized before these are presented for final observation or conclusion. Important method of organization of data is to distribute these into different classes on the basis of their characteristics. Okay, we need to organize data because data with proper organization of data, it would be easy to represent or present, analyze the data. And how we should organize the data? Distribute this into a different classes on the basis of their characteristics. According to the characteristics, we should organize data into different classes. Okay, this process is called classification of data. Classification of data. It involves conversion of raw data. Classification of data involves conversion of raw data into statistical series in a manner such that some meaningful conclusion can be drawn out of them. Okay, so student, in this chapter you will come to know about classification of data, focusing on the conversion of raw data into various type of statistical series. Okay, now another concept related to this chapter is another thing is classification. What is classification? Okay, what is classification? I will discuss this with the help of example. Like suppose there are suppose 200 families in your locality. You have collected data regarding their income, expenditure, education, religion, etc. Okay, again, in your locality there are 200 families. You collect data related to income, expenditure, education and religion. But this data will be of little use unless you know how many families are educated, how many are uneducated, how many families earn on income. In other words, we can say, in order to make the raw data meaningful, these must be classified on the basis of their different characteristics, such as educated, educated family, uneducated family, rich families, poor family. So it would be easy if we divide divide those data into classes, by process of which divide these data into classes, different classes, on the basis of similarity or diversity. Then it would be easy to understand those data, and this process is called classification. Thus, classification is the grouping of related fact into different class. According to one statistician, his name is Connor, classification is process of arranging things in groups or classes according to their resemblance. Basically, we can say that data first is data are divided into different groups for example like basis on the basis of education, if we have to organize data on the basis of education, if you have to organize data, person may be classified into like educated and uneducated. If we collect data on education, so what will we do? How will we classify the data? We make two class. First one, educated and uneducated, and according to this we form a table. Okay. Now second one is data are grouped or classified on the basis of their class similarities. Or similar units are put in one class, and as the similarity change, class also change. So basically, while organizing data, these two features we used to see. First one, data are divided into different groups on the basis of their objective. If we have the data on the data on education, we will classify data. First one, educated, that can be classified into educated and uneducated. Second one is data are grouped or classified on the basis of their class similarities. Okay. Now another topic is objective of classification. What are the objective of classification? Objectives. First is with the classification of data, first objective, why we classify the data or organize the data. First thing is brief and simple. First objective is brief and simple. Main objective, we can say that is the main objective of classification. Main objective of classification is to present data in the form that appears brief and simple. Okay. Second objective is utility. Here classification enhances utility of the data, as it brings out similarity within the diverse set of data. Third one is comparability. With the help of classification of data, it makes data comparable and estimative. Okay, that is also an important objective of classification of data. Fourth one is scientific arrangement. Classification facilitate arrangement of data in a scientific manner, which increase their reliability. Okay, and next one is attractive and effective. Attractive and effective. Next important objective of classification of data is attractive and effective. Classification makes data more attractive and effective. So these are the objective of the classification. Why we classify data? Because with the classification of data, it become brief and simple. Its utility enhanced comparatively. It makes data comparable and estimative. Scientific arrangement. Classification facilitate arrangement of data in a scientific manner, which increase their reliability. And last one is attractive and effective. Classification, of course, classification of data makes data more attractive and effective. Now student, next topic is organization. Related to organization of data is characteristics of good classification. Or basically, what are the characteristics of good classification? The first one is comprehensiveness. First quality characteristics of good classification is comprehensiveness. Means, what is comprehensiveness means? Okay, classification of raw data should be so comprehensive that each and every item of the data gets into some group or class. No items should be left out. Second good characteristics is clarity. There should be clarity. Like classification of raw data into classes should be absolutely clear. We can say absolutely clear and simple. That is, there should be no confusion about the placement of any item in the group. Third one is homogeneity. Means all item in a group or class must be homogeneous. Or similar to each other. All item in a group or class must be homogeneous or similar to each other. Next characteristics is suitability. Suitability means all composition of class must suit the objective of inquiry. For example, in order to determine the income and expenditure of the students in a school, their classification on the basis of weight or material status would not make any sense. Means whatever the objective of the inquiry, the data should be organized according to the objective. Okay, the data must be classified on the basis of different level of the objective. Suppose if the objective of data is to know the income expenditure, then the data must be classified on the basis of different level of income and expenditure. That is suitability. Next characteristics is stability. That is also very important. Stability. Okay, stability. A particular kind of investigation should be based on the same set of classification this base should not change. This base should not change with each investigation. Okay. Now student, basis of classification means there may be different basis of classifying statistical information. There are various bases on which statistical information can be classified. These are like I am going to make a table like these are. They are basically 4 bases. First one is geographical. Second one is chronological. Third one is first, second, now third one is qualitative, and one more, that is fourth one. I will write here. Fourth one is quantitative or numerical. Okay. On these bases data are classified. First one is geographical, second is chronological, third is qualitative, fourth one is quantitative or numerical. I will discuss it one by one. First I will discuss about geographical classification. Okay. Another name of geographical classification is spatial classification. Okay. Another name of geographical classification is spatial classification. Here, this classification of data is based on geographical or locational differences of the data. Okay. Geographical or spatial classification is based on the geographical or locational differences of the data. For example, suppose we have data like table 1. I am explaining it with the help of example like number of firms producing suppose pen in 2019 across different locations. Okay. Suppose we have table of different number of firms producing pen in 2019. Suppose here place, and second one is number of firms like Punjab, Haryana, Bihar. Okay. And number of firms which are producing, these are the place, and name of the place is Punjab, Haryana and Bihar, suppose UP. Okay. All these are hypothetical data. Okay. Suppose 30 firms are producing in Punjab pen, 20 firms are producing pen in Haryana, 25 in Bihar, 35 in UP. So these classification of data on the basis of geographical or locational. Okay. We here the classification of data according to the geographical location. Here in Punjab, the 30 number of firms are producing pen, likewise Haryana, Bihar and UP. Okay. So these kind of classification of data is known as geographical classification of data. Okay. Next one is, now I am going to discuss about chronological classification of data. Student, chronological classification of data. First I discuss about geographical, that is also known as spatial. Now next one is chronological classification of data. Here when data are classified on the basis of time, is known as, on the basis, if the data is classified on the basis of time, is known as chronological classification. For example, that will be table 2. Table 1 I already discussed in geographical classification. Now table 2, like here cells of a firm. We have data of 2000 financial year of 2016 to 18. Okay, sales of a firm. Suppose a firm selling goods in 2016 to 18, like year, then 2016, 2017, then 2018. We have data of 2016, 17 and 18, and sales, that is in terms of rupees because that is the currency of India. And suppose in 2016 a firm is able to sell 80 lakhs, then 2017 90, and 2018 that is 95. Suppose these are the data which are classified according to the on the basis of time here. So these kind of classification of data is known as chronological classification of data. So student, I discussed first is geographical, that is spatial classification, where data is classified on the basis of geographical area or location. Second is chronological, where data are classified on the basis of time. Okay, so next class I will discuss qualitative and quantitative classification of data.